Completed 3 books by Lawson, the poet of Australia, and he's written a poem called Reedy River. And here is one interpretation of it using silver foil colour, which has had liquid glass put over the top to protect it so it doesn't get scratched or dented. Here you can see I've raised the lettering inside and put a letter form inside, some cardboard inside to stop it squashing down. And here you can see I've done some cutouts which are quite time consuming, and on this side I've written the title Reedy River, and on the other side is Reedy River in reverse. So when you turn it over you get that kind of look. And these little tabs here are designed to hold the page in on a normal concertina book. The writing is very fine to suggest the reeds and the colours of the river, and again I've done a cutout to give an indication of what Australia might look like, or in my mind's eye anyway. See, I've written the poem again, or the verse, so if you can't read that one you'll be able to read this one. Here I've used some insulation from house building, and I've had to put some colour behind it to show it off, otherwise it looks a bit deadly on the white. Here again I've done some interesting colours to suggest the reeds, the writing suggesting the reeds, and here the colour of the sky and the river, maybe in the mornings or the evenings, and a misty look. The little animals appearing, which I've highlighted in colour. On this side I haven't done anything, but on this one you can see this looks like it's been smudged, but in fact it's represents a waterfall coming down, and here the water splashing up to continue its journey down the river. Little highlights of leaves and fruit which the black cockatoo is eating, and here on this side you can see the black cockatoo. And
so each page, Dave, has a similar format.
Exactly the same format.
Exactly the same format, with your expression of your letter forms according to the message in the poem.
Correct.
So how's this page done?
This page done is by wetting, putting some watercolour down, and when the watercolour is still wet, is to write over it with black ink. See three little animals, little river rats, which he talks about in the verse.
Right.
On the reverse I've just made the
Reeds.
The reeds and the leaves. Okay. So I've used the same technique here, but I've let the paint dry and then written over the top.
So the paint was wet on the previous?
On the first one,
right.
Yes.
Okay. Letter form here?
Letter form here is based on the same alphabet, but it's more angular and more condensed and much heavier than some of the writing.
And so you've decided to use the reeds as part of the...
Yes, they all represent the reeds.
The lettering and the reeds.
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't get that image. Okay.
I've done the same kind of letter form here. Here you can see a change of pace on the left-hand side of the page, but continuing the same black paper on the other side. Here's a brush to do the writing. This is very fine writing with a beautiful Chinese brush, and make it look very reedy. This page is written with a brush, whereas all the others have been written with pointed pens or with chisel edge pens. You can see the very fine letter form, which is still based on the calligraphic alphabet that I've used throughout. Freely written, very similar to Japanese brush grass writing, which the women did in Japan centuries ago. Here I've highlighted a few little creatures in the picture.